Viking women, warriors, explorers, and legendary figures in great Nordic conquests. The Vikings are known for their navigation skills, battle conquests, and cultural legacy. Within this narrative, the role of women has often been neglected or romanticized, relegated to domestic or symbolic roles. However, both archaeology and historical and literary records indicate that Viking women had significant involvement in voyages, trade, and even battles, challenging the conventions of their time and shaping the modern perception of what it meant to be a warrior. This text explores the presence and impact of Viking women in voyages and battles, analyzing the archaeological evidence, sagas, and myths that shaped our understanding of them. Viking society and the role of women in Viking society. Women held a relatively high position compared to other contemporary cultures. They could own property, seek divorce, and run businesses. Although the society was patriarchal, women played essential roles both inside and outside the home, with some attaining prominent positions. The recorded laws, such as those of the Icelandic Gragas, show that women had specific rights and responsibilities. They were not mere subordinates but integral parts of the economic and social dynamics. This social context partly facilitated the possibility for some women to assume roles considered unusual, such as participating in expeditions and combat. Archaeological evidence. Warrior and traveler women. The Birka grave, a Viking warrior? One of the most significant archaeological finds concerning Viking women in battle roles was the Birka grave in Sweden. Discovered in the late 19th century, the grave contained weapons, horses, and other war-related items. Initially, it was believed to belong to a man, but DNA analyses conducted in 2017 confirmed that the remains were of a woman. Although some experts argue that the grave might not indicate direct participation in battles, the presence of weapons and status symbols suggests that this woman occupied a significant military or symbolic position. Women in voyages. Archaeology also points to the presence of women in Viking voyages. Burials in regions such as Ireland, Russia, and Greenland include women with typical objects from their homelands, such as buckles, necklaces, and glass beads. These findings show that they actively participated in migrations and established cultural connections in distant territories. In Iceland, DNA analyses revealed that the female population had predominantly Celtic origins, suggesting that Viking women mingled with other cultures or that captured slaves were also part of these migrations. The sagas and myths of warrior women. Norse sagas, although written centuries after the height of the Viking Age, are rich sources about warrior and traveler women. They combine stories of real figures and mythological elements, creating a fascinating panorama of female heroism. Lagertha, the legendary shield maiden Lagertha, is perhaps the most well-known figure associated with Viking warrior women. Narrated by Saxo Grammaticus, a 12th-century chronicler, Lagertha was described as a fearless warrior who fought alongside Ragnar Lothbrok. Although her historicity is debated, her legend symbolizes the idea that women could challenge traditional roles and lead on the battlefield. Freydis Eriksdottir. Another notable figure is Freydis Eriksdottir, daughter of Eric the Red. According to the sagas, she accompanied expeditions to Vinland, North America. Freydis is described as courageous and ruthless, facing threats both external and internal during the journeys. The Shield Maidens, Skjoldmo, the Skjoldmo, or shield maidens, appear in various sagas and are depicted as women who fought in battles, sometimes disguising themselves as men. Although some stories are clearly fictional, they reflect a cultural perception that women could adopt male roles when necessary. Women and the eastern route. The Vikings intensely explored the Dnieper and Volga rivers, establishing trade routes that connected the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea and the Byzantine Empire. Women also participated in these voyages, playing roles both as companions and traders. Arab records, such as those of Ibn Fadlan, describe the presence of women in Viking communities in Russia, highlighting their importance in ceremonies and cultural practices. They also helped establish settlements and forge connections with local populations.
Challenges and reality outog evidence points to the presence of women in voyages and battles. It is important to consider that these were exceptions, not the rule. Most Viking women likely stayed at home, managing properties and taking care of families while the men went off to raids and expeditions. Additionally, myths and sagas often exaggerate or romanticize their stories, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Modern legacy. Modern interest in Viking women has grown significantly, especially in popular culture. Series like Vikings and The Last Kingdom have portrayed warrior women like Lagertha and Brida, inspiring a new fascination with their history. This representation, though not entirely accurate, has helped guide the role of women in Viking society, encouraging more research and debates about their real influence. Viking women defied conventions. Viking women defied conventions, playing vital roles in voyages, trade, and, in some cases, battles. Despite their participation being less common than men's, they left a significant impact on the culture and history of the Viking Age. Exploring their stories, whether through archaeological evidence or legendary sagas, gives us a richer and more diverse understanding of who the Vikings were and how their achievements shaped the world. The legend of Viking women is not just a story of battle but also of resilience, adaptability, and courage in a society that allowed them more freedom than many other cultures of the time. They continue to inspire, showing that the Viking spirit transcended gender and challenged limits. Thank you to everyone who watched this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to follow the upcoming videos and help the channel grow.